Good morning, my dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Okay, fine. No, well, okay. Actually, we have completed the unit 1. What is chemistry about? I have given you the question answers. Okay, and also I hope that you have already started to learn very simple question answers. Don't leave it, please start to learn. Okay, now today I am going to give you some important diagrams which can come in unit test and half yearly from this chapter. You practice these diagrams either in drawing sheet, otherwise in rough copy. Now I am going to show you the diagrams. Please watch the video. Okay, students, first one it is periodic table, modern periodic table of elements. This diagram is very important for you this year. Okay, you try to draw it. Okay, students. Many symbols are given here. Okay, go through it. It is there in your book, and try to do it in a rough copy or a drawing sheet. Okay, students. Another diagram is common laboratory apparatus. Common laboratory apparatus. Okay, students. Here it is given flat bottom flask, conical flask, beaker, conical funnel, test tube, okay. Then Procline crucible, basin, stand, test tube stand, stand with a clamp, tripod stand, Bunsen burner, wire gauze, test tube holder. Okay, there are many. So these diagrams you don't draw like this together. Don't draw like this together. Okay, it is given here together. But you draw this one in a separate drawing sheet. At least 2 in a one sheet. At least 2 in a one sheet. 2 in a one page. In rough copy, 2 in one page. Like that you have to draw. And you write the name of the apparatus also. Okay, students, these are the 2 important diagrams which can come in unit test and half yearly. There is a chance for these 2 diagrams. Okay, students, now we are going to start our second unit, the role of chemistry in our lives. What is the role of chemistry in our life? It is a big question. Okay, chemistry is intimately involved with the life processes of every living being. The growth and aging of animals and plants are due to the chemical changes occurring in them all the time. The growth of plants and animals happens due to the chemical changes occurring timely in them. Apart from these, chemistry helps us in many other ways. Let's discuss now. First of all, chemistry and food. Chemistry and food. For food, we have to depend mainly on agriculture. We depend mainly for the food agriculture, and chemistry helps us produce more crops. We can say that chemistry helps as to produce more crops. How? By using the fertilizers. What do you mean fertilizers? We are going to discuss about fertilizers now. Plants require adequate amounts of a few elements like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, zinc for proper growth. Plants need its own proper growth. These elements, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium and zinc. These elements are naturally present in the soil. Okay, these elements naturally present in the soil. By continuously we are using, continuously crops are using these elements. Okay, by the usage of these elements continuously, it can be depleted. Its amount can be decreased. Afterwards, what will do? We have to enrich, we have to add. To add these elements, we have to use the fertilizer. We have to use the fertilizer. Then we have to use the organic manure and or chemical fertilizers to make up for the loss in the amount of the elements. Organic manure is generally obtained from dung, okay, from the cow. But chemical fertilizers, that is prepared from the factories. Chemical fertilizers prepared from the factories. Organic manure we can make, okay, we can make from the cow dung, no problem. Here some elements and fertilizers are given. For nitrogen, what we have to use? Urea. For phosphorus, we have to use superphosphate of lime and a triple phosphate of lime. For nitrogen and phosphorus together, we have to use diammonium phosphate. For the potassium, we have to use potassium chloride. For zinc, we have to use zinc sulphate and zinc oxide. Now we are going to discuss about soil testing, the topic soil testing. How do we know which element a particular soil is deficient in? Which element is less amount in a particular soil? For that we can use soil testing. By analyzing the soil in a chemical laboratory called a soil testing laboratory. By analyzing the soil in a chemical laboratory called a soil testing laboratory. Now we are going to discuss the topic pesticides. Insects and small animals that harm crops and other plants we grow are called pests. Insects and rodents are all pests. Rodents means rats and mice, etc. We use insecticide and rodenticide to kill them. We use insecticide and rodenticide to kill insects and rodents. To kill insects and rodents, we are using insecticide and rodenticide. To kill fungi, what we are using? We are using fungicide. To kill unwanted plants and weeds. To kill unwanted plants and weeds, what we are using? Herbicides and weedicide. All these fungicides, insecticides, rodenticides, herbicides, weedicides and all together called pesticides. Called pesticides. Okay, all these together called pesticides. They are all synthesized chemical and some of them mentioned below. Some examples of pesticides are given here. For insecticide, examples are DDT, endosulfan, aldrin, malathion, carbaryl. Once again, DDT, endosulfan, aldrin, malathion and carbaryl. Okay. Now, for the fungicide, Thiram, Bodex mixture. Thiram and Bodex mixture. Herbicide examples: benzipram, sulfonylurea, butachlor. Okay. Next one, rodenticide, aluminum phosphide. These are the examples of pesticides. Here some diagrams are given which shows what is the role of chemistry in our lives. By observing these diagrams, we can understand that how much importance chemistry is doing in our life. How much important is chemistry in our life? See here, first diagram. In first diagram, a farmer sprinkles fertilizers to increase crop yield. Figure 2.1. Now we can move to figure 2.2. Insecticide kill the insects damaging the crop. Insecticide kill the insects damaging the crop. Now please move to figure number 2.3, a food processing unit. Then next you move to figure 2.4, packaging by evacuation or by nitrogen filling products the food from oxidation and microbial action. To avoid the microbial action, we are using a special type of gas inside the packaging food. You know that. Remember that pesticides are harmful to human beings and animals, so they must be used judiciously. Now we are going to discuss about food processing. This point will be discussed next section. Till then, goodbye and have a nice day.